Hello everyone and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the beautiful sign of Scorpio for the September 2021 time period. I hope all my Scorpio friends are doing great. As you know, Scorpio, this is a general reading, so there will be parts that do not resonate with you. Only take the parts that do resonate with you and leave the rest for someone else. You may also want to check out your other signs. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Scorpio. In the past position, we do have the Page of Cups, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. In the challenging position, we have the Lovers, clarified by the Three of Swords. In the present position, we have the Queen of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Wands. And in the future outcome position, we do have the Strength card, clarified by the Eight of Cups. Very interesting spread, dear Scorpio. Now, if we start from the beginning, we do have the Page of Cups in the past position. This is the best position for the page to be, because as we know, pages are still kind of maturing. They're still learning about the ways of the world. So you've learned a lot, especially in the last 48 months of your life. That's a long time, dear Scorpio. But definitely, you know, there was a time when you had a lot of interest and when you wanted to pursue new adventures, and that's why you received the Page of Cups here in the past position. You know, pages are really creative and they love, you know, trying out new things. They also like to see things with new perspectives. That's what adventures and that's what trying new things kind of helps them accomplish. And it's interesting that the Page of Cups here is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, because definitely, you know, you did have some problems with money in the past. Perhaps you didn't feel like you had enough. Perhaps you felt like you wanted to have more security, more stability in your life, more dependable, you know, and more consistent income for some as well. But definitely when you have the Page of Cups clarified by the Five of Pentacles, it suggests to me that you had a strong desire to change things, you know, for the better. You wanted to change the environment in which you were in so that you could have more stability and so that you could have more security. So you experienced a lot of growth, which has created a really strong foundation, because when you experienced that growth, you received, you know, a lot of information, you received a lot of important knowledge that you can use moving forward to help you, you know, create even more stability and even more security, if you will. Now, in the challenging position, we do have the Lovers card, which is a major arcana card, which, you know, is not the greatest card to have in the challenging position, because the Lovers suggests to me that there may be a friendship or a partnership or some sort of a relationship, maybe like a relative, but there's someone around you who means a lot to you and with whom you are not really on great terms at the moment. There are some strong disagreements between two people. As we see, the Lovers is a very powerful card. I mean, it's a major arcana card, so it's significant. So it does appear like the disagreement there is quite significant. However, it is also important to remember that there is a decision involved as well. So it could be that you are delaying making a decision that could impact this disagreement. It could be that you are not really wanting to make a particular decision because you don't really see it as favorable towards you. But I think that once you make that decision, you will, you know, free yourself and of certain burdens, and you'll also make this relationship much stronger and much better, perhaps in a new way, perhaps in a different sense. But I think that once the decision is made, dear Scorpio, you will kind of sleep much easier, if you will. But definitely when you have the Lovers in the challenging position, it could mean there's lack of communication, there's a negative mindset that may be holding you back from moving forward. The one thing about having the Three of Swords in the challenging position is that, you know, the negative impact of this card becomes less, and so it becomes less negative when it appears in the challenging position. But still, you know, the Three of Swords is a pretty unpleasant card to have. It does suggest that you may be holding on to something. it seems that you believe there was some sort of an unfairness, like somebody treated you unfairly, or there was this unfair situation, perhaps, that keeps kind of your mind ruminating, where you are going over and over the thoughts. But the thing is, the best thing to move forward from the situation is to let go, and that starts with forgiveness. Forgiveness, first of all, of your own actions. It's important to forgive yourself, because the most important relationship you have is with yourself. So when you make things right with you, then you're able to make things right with your partner or your lover or your family member or your friend or your neighbor or whoever. But it's important to have peace in your own heart first. And definitely you're moving towards it, so that is really good. There is progress on horizon. You're finally letting go of things that no longer serve you, and you're moving forward. You are not internalizing as much as you used to. It's important to remember that everything will start moving in the right direction once you practice forgiveness, to yourself, also to others as well. Because when you are able to forgive yourselves, then it's easier to forgive other people. And that does not mean forgetting. That does not mean forgetting at all. What happened did in fact happen, and there was a lot of experience that came out of it, and knowledge and information that is very, very important. So that's definitely important to remember. Now, in the present position, we do have the Queen of Swords, and I kind of like her in this position because she's bringing clarity to this situation. She's bringing a little bit of a breakthrough. She's cutting through everything that is no longer important, and she's going straight to the center of the issue. She helps communication. She helps people find compromise, because everything the Queen of Swords does is based on logic. It's based on rational thinking. So that's definitely important to remember. And also, she allows you to feel a little bit more independent. You feel a little bit stronger when the Queen of Swords makes an appearance in the spread. Now, the clarifier here is the Ten of Wands, which is of course not the greatest clarifier, because the Ten of Wands is all about feeling burdened. You may feel like there's a lot of responsibility on your shoulder, and some of it you don't really want to deal with. Remember, you want to organize your life in such a way that you don't have responsibilities you don't want to deal with. You only have responsibilities that you do want to deal with, because they will help you realize your potential. So what can be done to reorganize some things and perhaps close out certain responsibilities that you no longer need to carry? Definitely the Ten of Wands suggests that you may be having a difficulty saying no to other people. Maybe you are a little bit of a people pleaser because you want people to appreciate you. Again, it's important to, in the month of September, stay in your own frame and to feel grounded, because when you stay in your own frame, then you become less of a people pleaser. It becomes easier to say no. It becomes easier to stand up for yourself first. Remember that you can organize your life in such a way where you don't have to feel tired all the time, where you don't have to feel like you're doing things you don't enjoy. It's just kind of like a different approach. If you could find, that would be great, because I think that would really alleviate some of these problems off of your plate, dear Scorpio. Now, in the future outcome position, we do have strength clarified by the Eight of Cups. Definitely this is a difficult combination, because first, I don't particularly like the strength card, because when it shows up, it definitely tells me there's something that I'm going to have courage for and inner strength for, and patience. All those things are difficult, even for strong people, very difficult to do. But definitely when you have the strength in the future outcome position, it tells me that there's something you're going to be walking away from, because you do have the Eight of Cups in the clarifier position. So you are going to have enough strength to walk away from a project or a situation or a relationship which you will realize no longer serves you, no longer brings you the joy perhaps that it used to, no longer brings you the motivation perhaps that it used to. And it's important. It is important. Once you organize your life in such a way that it is easier to manage, you have constantly moving parts. That's what change is all about. Friends come into your life, friends leave your life. Partners come into your life, partners leave your life. It's important to have a strong core. It's important to have a lot of courage and inner strength in order to appreciate life and still have, incredible drive and zest and ambition to move forward. The good thing is you are receiving a reward because you do have the Ace of Pentacles in the crowning position here. So the Ace of Pentacles is really an amazing card because it's going to be an opportunity that's going to be very lucrative that is coming your way. You are manifesting incredible results. I think that the strength is going to help you walk away from something, and once you do, you'll realize that something incredible is coming towards you because you just freed up some space in your life to bring in new ideas, new possibilities, new friends, new relationships. And that is very important because they will help you plant new seeds for more rewards down the road. And that, of course, is really exciting. But let's see what we can clarify with the two mystical wisdom cards that I pulled. And we have money, find a way to abundance, and resilience, arise above tribulations. Definitely whatever chaos you may find yourself happening around you, you want to put yourself in such a position where you are not touched by chaos, where you are bypassed by chaos, because you are stronger, you are so much more experienced than you were before, so you have the ability and all the resources at your disposal to move forward and achieve your goals, dear Scorpio. Remember that when you rise above chaos and different situations, you preserve your own energy, that life force energy, which is the most important. It's more important than money. It's more important than any resource that you have. That life force energy that you preserve when you don't get involved in other people's, silly things, other people's, stuff, if you will, then you're able to have like a bigger picture in front of you, like you're able to see further. So that's definitely very important. And money is an interesting message from the divine here. It's actually pretty unexpected to me, but definitely there are going to be some opportunities. There are going to be some possibilities coming towards you around the end of September that you can use in order to manifest a larger abundance into your life. But also do remember that sometimes we don't take full advantage of opportunities that come towards us, and that's why our manifestations only work, like a quarter or a half. It's important to take full advantage of manifestations that come towards us. You have to claim them. You have to be prepared when someone offers you a relationship or a business opportunity. You have to be ready. You have to have answers. You have to have a goal. You have to have plans and strategy, and so that is what helps you attract people who are very much like yourself. You create a tribe when you stay prepared and manifest things that you want to see in your life. But let's see what we can clarify with the energy oracle card that I pulled as well. And we have attachment. The divine here is saying that something may be holding you back from progressing. Something in your life you have not been able to let go of. It does feel like it's a relationship, some sort of a person, but definitely, sometimes when you let go of a relationship, it doesn't mean that relationship goes away. It just transforms into something new, something else. So definitely be aware of the attachment card. And in the upright position, this card reveals that your passage forward is being blocked by strong attachments to old patterns or people from the past. The chain at your wrist is bolted to fear from the past or desperation about the future. Although you may wear the mask of pretense or even contentment, you simply can't seem to go forward. The stuff that's keeping you stuck could be physical addictions, emotional patterns, or even old relationships. Are you living in fear? Are you addicted to attention or to something unhealthy? Are you desperate about the outcome in the future, about some sort of a relationship? The chains that bind you could be of your own making. This card is telling you that it's time to take action. You need to break out of your chains and you need to move forward to open, free, healthy, and authentically happy life. It may take some courage and effort to let go, but know that you are capable of doing it. Until you do, the difficult energy will just repeat itself, keeping you stuck. Now, the affirmation for this card is I release attachment and I choose peace. I am strong, I am free, and I'm able to choose what honors me. I hope you enjoyed this reading, dear Scorpio. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I really, really, really appreciate it. I'm very grateful for all your likes, comments, and subscribes. Again, thank you so much for visiting my channel, and I will see you next time.